Hey everybody, Exotic Gaming here. Today we are playing Battlefield Mobile once again on my Android device, and in today's video I'm going to show you all some awesome gameplay. This commentary is after the fact. This is not a live commentary, but oh my god, this gameplay is insane. I got sniper gameplay, I got insane kills, I got freaking tank gameplay, SMG, AR, literally everything. This is basically the perfect video to show you everything that Battlefield Mobile has to offer, in case you can't play the game right now. But I am doing this commentary after the fact because I want to talk about some of the big problems that I have noticed in Battlefield Mobile. Before we start, please take a second and hit the like button and subscribe down below for more Battlefield Mobile content, because I am going to make many videos on this game in the near future, especially now that there is a closed alpha test and I can actually record videos on Battlefield Mobile. But more importantly, comment down below your opinions of Battlefield Mobile right now. After you watch this video, let me know down below in the comments what you think. Do you think it looks like a good game? Do you think it has a lot of work that needs to be done? Or do you think it just looks bad? Let me know your opinions down below in the comments, because I would love to hear what everybody has to say. I think it's also valuable because maybe the developers are going to watch this video. They can see your comments, they can see your concerns, and they can see what they need to do to improve Battlefield Mobile so it can be propelled into 2022. Now, I think to start, if we're talking about big problems in this game, one of the biggest problems in this game is the fact that it feels very, very clunky and very outdated. Setting aside the graphics, this game feels like a game that was made very hastily in like 2014. They put it on hold for like 6-7 years, and then they just put it out there on the internet with whatever they made back in 2014. It feels like it was made with a game engine that was, you know, like 3 versions too old, okay? Like, there's Unreal Engine 5 that's out right now, and I feel like this game was made in, like, an old version of Unity. Like, it just does not feel like it was made in a new game engine, and it really, really sucks because it's just a lot more slower paced. It doesn't feel on the same level of, like, smooth, fast-paced, satisfying gameplay that you get with Call of Duty and even PUBG, Apex Legends, even Combat Master, for instance, right? And I think that's one of the biggest problems this game has first. Either what they need to do is really make it a lot less clunky, or they might just need to use a different game engine so it can actually look and feel similar to Call of Duty Mobile, for instance. That's like the best comparison, because Call of Duty and Battlefield are always like the two big contenders right now. The other thing that a lot of people are going to talk about is the overall graphics quality. The overall graphics are getting slightly better, but I think there's no denying this game literally looks like a game from 2014, like I just said earlier. Like, this game seems like it's more in line with games like Afterpulse and Modern Strike Online. You know, those are games that did not come out in 2022. They're pretty old games, and it feels like it has graphics more in line with those ones. So what they really need to do is improve the graphics, but at the same time make it more optimized for lower-end devices. And I think the newer engines really do a good job at that. If you use a newer game engine, it's going to be better optimized. So you might want to do that, and then that way you can make the game look like more of like a AAA title, but still be optimized for devices that have, you know, as low as 2 gigabytes of RAM. Because Call of Duty Mobile looks way better than this game, and you can run COD Mobile on devices as low as 2 gigabytes of RAM. I've done it before. I have a old tablet that has 2 gigs of RAM, and I'm able to run Call of Duty Mobile with pretty much no lag at all. So it's possible. They just need to do that and implement it, and it's very worrying when I see gameplay from March 2022, and it looks exactly the same as it did in October 2021. 6 months later, and there's not been any massive changes in the graphical, you know, side of things. So that gets me a little bit worried that there's really not going to be that much difference between what you're seeing right now and what Battlefield Mobile looks like whenever it finally comes out globally. Because there's already been 3 alpha tests. It's not like this is the very first one, and it still looks like a game that was even pre-alpha. So, yeah. Graphics aside, though, talking about the overall gameplay, and actually, you know, one more thing about the graphics that I do want to talk about is the lighting. It looks very dark. Don't you agree? I mean, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but this game feels very dark and very desaturated. Like, they just removed a bunch of the color from the map. it sucks because you can't even get a good thumbnail screenshot for your YouTube video, right? It just feels very desaturated and very dark, and because of that, it feels very dull and a little bit boring. You know, Call of Duty Mobile, I keep going back to that game because it has such good lighting, and even though it might not be the most realistic ever, it has good lighting, so, you know, there's not any part of your weapon, in your hand, or the map that just looks unnecessarily dark, and there's, like, no definition. Like, my gun looks like there's no definition in it right now. It's not very good, right? You gotta just make it brighter overall, even if it's not that realistic, just because it looks better on a mobile device, okay? I don't know, man. A lot of people also, they have mobile devices that they have to play with, like, low brightness settings, and, dude, I feel like you're not even going to be able to see anything if you have, like, your device at 50% power. You have to have it at max brightness pretty much in order to play this game, and that is not necessarily a good thing, but I don't really know. We talked about the gunplay, we talked about the overall graphics, and the fact that this game does not necessarily feel like it's being made with the greatest engine in the entire world. I think some of the other more inevitable things that need to be done is they need to add more maps. I mean, it's now been alpha test number 3, and they still only have one map. It's this Grand Bazaar map, and don't get me wrong, it's a cool map, it's great, we love it, but they need to add more if they're going to be doing another test. So I feel like by the time there's the next alpha test, they need to have at least a primitive version of a next map out there, so, you know, we have more variety than what we're just playing in right now. I do like the victory screen. That is one thing that is pretty good. You guys can see here, this looks pretty clean. Not bad. Like, this could almost be finished. That thing that said spotting drone, maybe not. Maybe they could make it look a little bit better in terms of the overall graphics of this ending screen right here. But take a look at this. We've unlocked a ton of stuff. We've leveled up a lot of different weapons. And take a look at how many kills we got. Look at this. 28 kills. 3 deaths. This is by far my best gameplay I have ever gotten in this game. But one other thing that this game actually does succeed in is the vehicular gameplay. Vehicles move very well, and it's actually pretty cool to run these vehicles into walls because there's that destructible mechanism that this game has. So, like, you can just knock down walls, and it's pretty cool. I feel like shooting your gun, rocket, whatever that is, with the tank feels a lot better than your guns. This is more polished, and it feels better. So if they can make the overall gunplay of assault rifles, SMGs, snipers more like this, that's another step in the right direction. Otherwise, if the game is not going to be, you know, super optimized and very clunky, and as I said earlier on in the video, not very predictable in terms of your overall gameplay, where a lot of times you're going to sit there and just be like, what happened? I should have gotten that kill, right? Then this game is probably not going to have a competitive side to it. It's going to be a lot more casual, and there's not going to be an esports scene, and it's not going to last too long. The reason why COD Mobile has lasted so long, the reason why PUBG Mobile has lasted so long is they've had competitions. They've had a whole esports scene, and that's kept people very interested in the game because there's a whole competitive side to it. If Battlefield Mobile does not get more optimized and smooth and streamlined so every pro player will have a very fair experience, then I don't see this game having a very competitive side to it. And that's not going to be a good thing. So, yes, there's a lot of things that need to be done. That's just a few things that I wanted to talk about. Again, as I said, it's not all doom and gloom. The vehicular gameplay is great. It's a lot of fun. If you do play this game, spawn in with a tank because it's a lot of fun driving around the tank. This is something that you can't get in COD Mobile, and you could only get, like, in a certain scenario in PUBG. I believe they had a tank at some point, but, yeah, you should definitely try out the vehicular gameplay because that is really, really fun. It's just a lot of the other stuff that's not that great, and if they don't fix that, then Battlefield Mobile is going to be in trouble. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please take a second and hit the like button, and let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about what I had to say. If you agree, if you don't, I don't really care. I just spoke what I had in mind, and I would love to hear your guys' opinions. There's that destructible side to it. Yeah, running over random people. It's always fun. But, yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you so much. As I said, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.